Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You need to hear this if you're tired of stressing over what others think. Today, we're diving into the fabulous world of not giving a damn about what others think of you, that is. Yep, you heard that right, but don't panic. It's not about being careless, it's about being selective. So grab your water and your journal and let's get into it. Let's be honest, life's too short to worry about every little thing, right? We've all been there, trying to please everyone, fit in every box, and follow all the rules. But guess what? It's exhausting. Okay, so first things first. When we say not giving a damn, we're not talking about turning into a savage who ignores everyone and ghosts responsibilities. Nope. It means caring less about the noise and more about what truly matters. You give a damn about things based on your values. If your values are trash, guess what? So are things you care about. Let's say you're at work and someone says, "Did you hear what so-and-so said about you?" Two options. You either spiral or ask yourself, does this affect my value of honesty, growth, or peace? If not, cool. Being a people pleaser is something that many of us struggle with, often without even realizing it. We find ourselves constantly trying to make others happy, seeking their approval, and bending over backward to fit into their expectations. But why do we do this? What drives us to prioritize others' opinions over our own well-being? It's like a bad habit, but instead of biting your nails, you're constantly seeking validation from others. This need for approval can stem from various sources, such as childhood experiences, societal pressures, or even our own insecurities. We might have been conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to how others perceive us, leading us to seek their validation at every turn. You're constantly seeking validation from others. This can manifest in different ways, like obsessively checking your phone for likes and comments on social media, or always asking for others' opinions before making decisions. It's a never-ending cycle that can leave you feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. And you know what? It's a slippery slope, my friends. The more you seek approval, the more you lose sight of your own desires and values. You start to mold yourself into what you think others want you to be, rather than who you truly are. This can lead to a sense of emptiness and a lack of authenticity in your life. One minute, you're agreeing to try that weird green smoothie your coworker made, just to fit in and be liked. Next thing you know, you're letting your mother-in-law pick out your curtains because you don't want to disappoint her. These small compromises might seem harmless at first, but they can add up over time, eroding your sense of self. And the next thing you know, you're letting other people's opinions shape your life. It's these little moments of giving in that can start to chip away at your confidence and autonomy. You might think you're just being accommodating, but in reality, you're slowly losing control over your own life and decisions. Trust me, I've been there. I found myself in situations where I prioritized others' happiness over my own, thinking it would make me feel more accepted and loved. But in the end, it only left me feeling more disconnected from myself. It's a tough cycle to break, but it's essential for our mental and emotional well-being. Remember that time you tried to wear that trendy outfit just because you thought it would impress your friends? You thought it would be cool and that everyone would love it, but you felt uncomfortable and out of place the entire time. It was a clear example of why it's not worth it trying to please others. You were miserable, and you felt guilty for putting yourself through that just to get a few compliments. It was a small but significant lesson in the futility of seeking approval at the expense of our own comfort. Another example is, you post a selfie, 2 likes in 10 minutes. Your brain starts going, do people hate me? Was my lighting off? Stop. Instead, think, why do I care? Is your self-worth tied to pixels? Nah. Save that energy for your passion project, your family, your peace. The point is, constantly seeking approval can leave you feeling stressed, anxious, and like you've lost touch with who you really are. It's important to recognize when you're falling into this pattern and take steps to reclaim your sense of self. This might involve setting boundaries, learning to say no, and prioritizing your own needs and desires. And nobody wants that, right? So, let's make a pact to start valuing our own opinions and desires more. Let's strive to be true to ourselves, even if it means disappointing others sometimes. After all, the most important approval we need is our own. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. You want to start a business but afraid how people will receive it. So what? We tend to place so much value on how people perceive us, but we shouldn't forget that there has never been anyone in history who was loved and approved by everybody. What's more important to us, the approval of people or our own happiness? If you ask me, We should choose our happiness over pleasing others. And even if you say the approval of others makes you happy, remember that it's impossible to please everybody, so you put your happiness at stake when you make that your source of happiness. Let's talk about one of the most underrated superpowers in adulting: setting boundaries. Not giving a damn means learning to say no without a 5-paragraph apology. Because here's the thing: when you say yes to everything and everyone, you're actually saying no to yourself. That's how you burn out emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Picture this. It's Saturday. You finally have time to rest, binge your favorite show, maybe journal or nap. Then a friend texts, "Hey, can you help me move today? I know it's last minute, but you're always there for me." Old you drops everything, shows up, feels drained, then complains later. New you? "Hey, I can't make it today, hope it goes smoothly." And that's it. No guilt, no over-explaining. That's a boundary, that's peace. That's not giving a damn about guilt trips. Remember, your time, energy, and mental space are valuable. Protect them like you protect your phone with a password. Not everyone should have access. It's about knowing your limits and respecting them, and expecting others to do the same. It's about creating a space where you feel safe and comfortable, where you can be yourself without fear of judgment or criticism. It's about knowing your limits and respecting them, and expecting others to do the same. It's about creating a balance between being open and being protected, between being available and being private. It's about being able to prioritize your own well-being and happiness, about being able to take care of yourself first. Another important thing I wish I knew early on in life dealing with criticisms. Let's be real, criticism stings, whether it's from your boss, your mom, or a random keyboard warrior online. But here's the truth. Not all criticism is created equal. The art is knowing which criticisms deserve your attention, and which ones deserve your silence. Imagine you bake a cake. Your best friend says, "This is amazing. Maybe a bit less sugar next time." That's feedback from someone who cares about you and the cake. Now imagine a stranger walks by and goes, "That cake looks dry." Didn't taste it, just criticizes your baking skills. Old you overthinks for 3 days. New you says, "Thanks for the unsolicited advice, Gordon Ramsay, but I'm good." You only give a damn about constructive criticisms. Anything outside of that? Background noise, delete, archive, swipe left. You don't have to take every opinion personally. Sometimes people project their own insecurities. Here's a truth bomb about life. It is full of struggle. You don't magically avoid pain by not giving a damn. You just choose what kind of pain is worth it. You want to be fit, but you hate working out. It's painful. You also hate how you feel when you're out of breath walking upstairs. That's painful too. So which pain are you choosing? Not giving a damn means choosing pain that leads to something you care about. You stop giving your energy to low-stakes drama and start investing it in real growth. Okay, we've talked about setting boundaries. But there's one more crucial ingredient to mastering the art of not giving a damn. Now, this might sound a little cheesy, but stick with me. We're often our own harshest critics, right? We beat ourselves up over mistakes, compare ourselves to others, and generally just aren't very nice to ourselves. And that's just not fair. We should always remember to be kind to ourselves and understand that we are not perfect and may not get things right all the time, but we are still here, and every day gives us an opportunity to improve on ourselves. Not so that people will accept us, but because it is good for our overall human experience. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed our little journey into the art of not giving a damn. Remember, life is too short to care about what others think. Be yourself, and don't give a damn. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tips.